Hey, we're live, and it's Fun Friday. So I got my Goofy hat on. How you doing, everyone? I got Goofy. How you doing? So on the video, for those on podcast can't see, so you may want to check out the video clip that's usually in the podcast posting. I have my Goofy hat on today. So today's episode is about having fun because it's Fun Friday, part of our new theme, right? Metric Mondays, 2-4-1 Tuesdays, where you try to 10x what you do. We Team Wednesday, Retro Thursday, and Fun Friday, right? So today on Fun Friday, I want to talk about Goofy Hat Day, a little thing you can do with the teams to get everyone to know each other and just have a little fun, get the creative juices flowing outside of coding. It's good to break it up a little bit. And then we also have Fortune Cookie Friday. Yay! So this is when the agile accountants give us a fortune cookie about what we're doing. And, I had to figure that there's so many Scrum Masters out there that wear these goofy hats. They try to entertain you and be the goofy thing. So I figured I would do it this time because my son bought this goofy hat from Disney when we went on vacation. And I think it's freaking out the dog a little bit. He's a little kind of crazy. Actually, he's sitting right next to me today. So Jerry's here today, not Bubbles, just Jerry. And he missed us. Anyway, so it's Fun Friday. This is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum show. I hope you're doing well. And we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way so you can bring value to your customer, not work crazy hours to get that value to the customer, and have a little fun along the way. And today is Primary a Fun Day because, boy, I get some weird reflections off here. I don't know. It's like the teeth on the hat. You can see the hat. They kind of like reflect on my head. It's kind of weird with the lighting. So anyway, we'll go with it. So why do we talk about fun? Why do I bring up this fun stuff? Because I think fun is a couple of things. One, I think fun is key to teams getting to know each other. I think fun is key to expanding some of the thought process, getting a break from doing the coding. Complex coding and everything is a very brain draining situation. Sometimes having a little fun just makes it better. And do you really want a place that all they do is complain about everything's about work at where you work and you're there 40 hours a week? No, you really don't. I mean, that's not the work. Some may think that's the work environment they want to create for their business and their structure, but I'll be honest with you, it's not. Okay, we have a comment. What is the comment? Learning is fun. There we go. So Tulu from you're still Ned. He's out in the UK. So he's out there up late I guess in the afternoon now, your turn. And he's saying fun is learning. Yes, it's true. It's fun. And what I'm saying is learning about each other, right? It's about learning about everyone in the team so that when you work closer, you build a partnership between you and your coworkers on your team and maybe other people, maybe stakeholders. Every once in a while, just break the boundaries. Like I said, one time I was doing a PI conference. The team and the stakeholders kind of seemed like they met for the first time, and one side of the room was the stakeholders and the other side of the room was the team, and they never met in between, right? So there was a lot of friction in that room, and I think having some fun in that would have broke up that situation. So sometimes, I mean, maybe they might think you're all nuts if you do the goofy hat or something like that, but you could do something fun. But if you're a team that works together and you expect to do some fun, have a goofy hat day. So you prep it in advance. You don't some people do these retrospectives and we're going to do a fun thing and not give it, but like stuff like this takes a little bit of prep time, a little competition. So you would say, hey, a week or so before you do your crazy hat day, goofy hat day, if you have it, and you're sitting there wearing your hat, offer people to get creative. And I don't know necessarily. See what I would do. Here's how I would run it. I would introducing about Goofy Hat Day with the hat on that I had that's goofy, right? But on Goofy Hat Day, the idea is they create a hat. You can go to the dollar store now, or I guess it's $1.25 store now. Hey Shannon, how are you? and you can go buy a hat and you can have her make a hat custom to what you're thinking, your thought process. Maybe it's green. They can put a little village on their hat. I mean, if you've ever been to this show, there's a show that was in San Francisco years ago, and they did these weird hats, amazing hats. It was a great comedy show. I don't know in this society today that they can still hack it because people are too sensitive, but it was a great comedy show. Hit everyone. Didn't care which party you were all. It was funny, and you had these crazy hats. And I think we just had the Kentucky Derby, which usually was bring your bonnet day, bring your crazy hat day. And I think UK does something like that too when they do they're out to the races. But have them create a hat that kind of what they like to do. Me, I might do a hat. Maybe I'll do another hat another day. We'll do another one. I'll bring it up on a Friday. I will make my hat. Okay, let's do it next week. I will share. I will build a hat. I will share it next week. I think next week or the week after that. After Memorial Day weekend. We'll do it after the weekend. But I'll announce it and I'll say, okay, crazy hat day. And then I'll challenge everyone, maybe in Instagram or LinkedIn, to share their crazy hats that they would make to describe themselves. So I'll make a hat, I'll share it, and I'll try to inspire everyone else to share theirs. Like you got to do it yourself. If you can't do it yourself, then don't ask your team to do it, right? I mean, that's another thing. If you can't do it yourself, but don't do crazy stuff because they don't want to do that crazy stuff. So anyway, do a crazy hat day where they get creative. They could wear, if they want, they could wear any crazy hat, like my kid's hat. My kid's head is almost as big as mine. It's funny. He's only like just turned 10. He had his birthday not too long ago. But do a crazy hat day as a fun thing. Get them to share on top the hat. And like I said, we'll do this. I'll do this again in a couple of weeks. I'll announce it and build a crazy hat, and I'll post it up on Instagram that everyone can share and do, maybe play along. So again, crazy hat day, something to do, show something they knew. Like if they wanted to, I mean, in theory, I could put a rocket ship on my crazy hat, right? I could do this. I could put a hat, or I could put a train. I got lots of trains. You can do stuff like that. Put that on your hat. You can put a fortune cookie. And then now there's a cat here too. By the way, she's jealous of the dog who's sitting next to me. She's like, but that's my job. Hi, Bubbles. Are you coming up? Come on. Do you want to sit here? Do you need something? Come on. Here she comes. Yep, right there. There's the Bubbles. She's here. Bubbles is here, everyone. Just so you didn't realize that the cat's here. She's jealous of the dog, and she's gonna move the camera. Bubbles, stop moving the camera. Either sit here with Jerry or sit down here. What are you gonna do? Oh, we might do in a serial program. By the way, I'm toying with an idea, concept-wise, with Bubbles, starring Bubbles. Oh, Bubbles, don't knock that off. That's gonna be heavy, baby girl. She's a big old cat. She's a big old alley cat. All right, so we did the fun hat day. Bubbles is now in the room. We have Fortune Cookie Friday. So we're going to get into the Fortune Cookie Friday. Fortune Cookie Friday is where the agile accountants send us a fortune cookie. It's double wrapped, though. I don't know how good the quality is because I actually saw the fortune. I'm like, yeah, at least I know there's a fortune here. Here's Bubbles. Bubbles, say hi. Say hi to everyone. No? You're just going to put your tail in there? What you doing? Bubbles, you just took the phone out. What are you doing, baby girl? Here, Bubbles, look at the camera. There you go. She's just like, I don't know. Oh, it's funny though when I play this and she comes running. Hi. Oh, what's up? Okay. We're way distracted with the Bubbles. So let's get back to the fortune cookie. Let's open this up. Let's see what the fortune cookie has to say. So the agile accountants did a now. Is this MVP? I don't know. They got the cookie, right? So, but the fortune's there. So it met the requirements. Has a fortune. It's supposed to be inside. It was technically a little bit inside, just not fully inside. Of course, Bubbles was trying to eat the Bubbles. Don't eat the fortune cookie. No eating the fortune cookie. All right. Fortune cookie says, Bubbles, crazy cat. Here we go. Forgive the action, forget the intent. Let's think about this. Forgive the action, forget the intent. Forget the intent. I think this goes to actually, it's not a bad thing related to what we're doing, and I'll give you my twist on this. Forgive the action, forgive the intent. So we talk about when I do team norms, I add a thing now from my mastermind activities of forgiveness, right? So this kind of fits right into that. Forgive the action, forget the intent. One of the benefits of having fun with your teammates and enjoying and building that rapport is that when they do an action that messes something up or they have an intent that you just need to forget about, like they intended to do something, maybe they had to go on vacation and they cut something short or didn't do something and they just gave up. Their intent was to go do their own thing. By having that friendly interaction with your coworkers, you're a lot easier to forgive the action and forget the intent. Maybe that's as I don't know, understand about the forget the intent part. Maybe intent to hurt you. I don't know if that's a good thing if I forget that, but I can forgive it, but I don't know if I forget it, right? Forgive the action of somebody doing something that messed up what you were doing, and their intent was to maybe shortchange something, do something short, cut a step out because they wanted to get out to go on vacation. So basically, if you're more friendly, more familiar with the people, you know them better, they're not some stranger, right? You can help them work through the problem that they have and forgive their action and let's work together on fixing the problem together. So a little bit of forgive the action, forget the intent. Fun Friday with your team, having a little fun activity will help allow this to happen more with the team. There's more forgiving, and there is maybe less bad intent or forget the intent that they caused. So go with that. That's my thought on the fortune cookie. Have a little fun so it helps the forgiveness go easier. They know each other and said, I know they didn't intend to do what they did, but so you can forget what they did, the intention, you can forget it, right? And you can forgive them for causing that intent to happen. So if you know them better, if you have a little goofiness, reduce that curtain of no one's going to know me. You could do a little better. Tulu has sent something. What do you got there? Can you send some fun? Here we go. Can you send some fun cookies over? Yeah, well, we can do that. I mean, you just go to an Asian market. They should, well, I don't know if they have them in UK. Let me know if they have fortune cookies in the Asian market. They're even hard to find in the United States Asian markets, to be truthful. I had to go to two different ones, but usually they're there in a bag somewhere where the other cookies and treats are. We'll see. I don't know if I could ship them across seas though. Oh, Shannon. Yeah. I'm gonna have to block Sharon at some point in time because she keeps putting things about resumes in the middle of the conversation, which I do and I don't mind, but I think it's a little over the top. If she wanted to do something, message me and we'll talk about writing resumes. If you're interested in doing that, we can share a show and talk about writing resumes. So with that, I'm going to say happy scrumming. Have a great day and have some fun. Darn it. Have some fun. Have some fun on Fun Friday. With that, I say take care and see ya. Right, Jer? Jer says bye. Bubbles already left the room.